Drivers, start your engines!
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the BORA FedEx Amateur Series Season 6, race number 15. This is the final race until the playoffs. Oh, we have huge championship implications. Servant Sarahan does not get going off the jump. Huge troubles for that 83. He came into this race 6th in points. He was locked in anyways, but that is going to hurt him in terms of the playoff point scenario. So this initial start's all out of order because of the whole outside lane being far back. They're about to get a huge jump on him. Landon Finway did lead him. Here comes Baffood Sacco, Scott Ford. Oh my lord, everyone's taking advantage of this. Baffood Sacco quickly jumped to the outside. Landon Finway is your leader off lap number 1. Now looking at the points coming in, Landon Finway started on pole, which is huge because he's currently 19th in points, 19 points out, 19 points below the cutoff. The cutoff, however, is the 14 of William Stone, who actually missed a race this season. William is starting this, or he's currently running, goodness, I just saw him, 13th. However, if you win, you get 5 more points over second. If you lead a lap, you get a bonus point. You lead the most laps, you get another bonus point. So, that said, 19 points is not going to be easy to make up, but it is definitely doable. Chad Brennan now to the top spot. Comes into this race 7 points above the cutoff. So he's sitting in pretty decent shape. Not exactly where he wants to be, but it could be so much worse. Man, that start was hectic with the 83 having issues. Let's see if he DNF. He's a lap down. He is back on track, and we had like a tire going down, or I don't know what the issue could have been. Servant Sarahan in the 83 needed a decent day because he has the most playoff points of any driver. He has 12. And that is likely to change here before too long. And here comes William Stone in the 14. Oh, and the leader blows an engine. What is happening? Tom Akers blows up on lap 4. Dude, there's so much championship implications. He's lucky that didn't cause a crash, man. I'm sure whoever is leading the inside now has oil all over their windshield. Now, David Cervantes, he definitely dropped back a little bit as well. That could have been bad in a hurry. David Cervantes comes into this race 20th in points, the furthest back of the drivers on the bubble. 27 points behind the car, directly behind him, that M&M's 14 of William Stone. And William Stone running top 5 and top 3, that will secure him into the show no matter what. Keegan Allsup Jr.'s 3 points behind him in the 7 car, and at the line, Keegan was 26th. So, however, it is only lap 5 of 41. There's a long way to go, a couple of pit stops everyone's gonna have to make. And so there's no telling what it'll look like at the end. Jeez, English is hard. We have a ton of 3-wide racing though. The 91 Damian Malorn, underfunded team, he comes into this race 13th in points, 11 points to the good. So hopefully maybe he makes playoffs, he can get a sponsor. How about Burt Forward taking it 3 wide for the lead? Woohoo! Everyone got really close there. Burt Ford will lead lap number 6. Damon Malorn in the 91 now taking the lead. Stanley Winters in the 3 likely going to challenge him on the backstretch. But a bonus point for leading a lap would be huge for that unsponsored 91. Almost some contact. Oh, and the 80 of Richard Sweet and the 33 of Kurt Hamilton. Kurt Hamilton is your points leader. Oh, and Richard Sweet nearly passed the 91 by getting almost dumped. That's it, Richard Sweet's point leader. Kurt Hamilton's your points leader. He won last week for the first time all season. He's had a very consistent season. In that 33, he's going to be... I can't talk, my God. He's definitely going to be a championship contender throughout the playoffs. Especially if he wins the regular season championship, which seems very likely. He comes in with an 18-point lead over Nick Allsup in the 29. And I saw Nick Allsup in the back earlier when we went and looked, but that doesn't mean anything now. Nick Allsup's 36th position. With the 3 and the 80 nearly making contact, as well as the 51. Chicagoland's a lot like Atlanta, man. There's a lot of lines you can run. 4 wide for second. Oh, and the 35 is going to dump the 51. Oh, this isn't going to be good. Oh, a lot of cars just got caught up in this. Oh, this is not good. I see a lot. Oh my God, said his mail just sent Scott Ford flipping. I see a lot of championship contenders just caught up in this mess. Caution is out. And it looks like Matt Flood will lead them back. Just surviving that crash alone is going to be huge for some of these guys. Make sure they're not going to run into the back end of anybody. Alright, what actually just happened? Caitlin Wilhelm in that 51 has had a very rough season, and it's only going to get worse here. She gets hooked by the 35 of Joseph Gibson. And God, man, a lot of hard hit. I see the 7s involved. Keegan Alsop Jr. Ooh, William Stone just got through it along with the 29 of Nick Alsop. Couple bubble drivers in the mix. Let's see. Who should we... Kyle Kesey got a huge piece of it. Man, that like wiped out half the field almost, man. The big one happened to Chicagoland now, apparently. Let's go on board William Stone. As we mentioned, he was the last driver in the playoffs coming into today. And he was running third, like top 3 earlier. And he's all the way back. 27th at the time. Or at the... I guess technically it's time of the crash. This Kyle Busch Motorsports Camry is going to go for a close call. How did he get through all that, man? Back for the restart. And heartbreaking for Damian Malorn. Oh my God, this sucks so bad. He was playing some strategy. He went for right sides, and he gets hit by Kyle Akers, and then right into the back into the 34. And that's going to be race over, man. He is smoking. That sucks so bad for him. He was plus 11 coming in. And right now, technically there is a... I don't even know. I don't know. A lot of these guys probably need an F. There's probably about 27 cars remaining. You see he is out. He's probably going to finish 29th looking at it, unless the 83 and the 39 DNF. That sucks very badly for Damian Malorn. He's been very consistent all season, and he's probably going to miss the playoffs because of that. Back for the restart. Here we go. Hayden Meadows is your leader. He came into this race 15th in points, plus 5 to the good. Second is your points leader, Kurt Hamilton. Third is Richard Sweet. Fourth, Matt Flood. Fifth, Robert Stone. Sixth, Daniel Colt with some rear end damage. Seventh, Maggie Ford. Eighth, Steve Love with rear end damage. Then you have Lucian Reese with rear end damage. A lot of people with rear end damage. Landon Fenway came into this race 19 points back, and honestly, he might have an opportunity to do something here. Oh, and the 4 gets hooked around. The 3's in it, the 31. Joe Jefferson. Tough break for him in that JD Motorsports Chevy. So, Hayden Meadows continues to lead, and we'll be back to see what just happened. Watching Joe Jefferson. Perry Allen had a huge run on the outside, and the 4 kind of pulled up in front of him. And the 14 misses another close call. Really no harm, no foul here. No one got, like, substantial damage. Back for the restart. Bringing it back because, man, this points race is tight. So, the 99 and the 80. So, the 80 is leading of Richard Sweet. Coming back to 3 in lap 2041. We're focused on the points, though, man. The 80 of Richard Sweet is leading this race. Bafuj Sacco, I saw him. Did he wreck out? He's 21st. Those are 11th and 12th in points. 20 and 17 to the good, respectively. Damian Malorn was plus 11. We saw it. He's going to have a 29th place finish. Chad Brennan, plus 7 to the good. You see him right there, 26th. So he'd still be behind Damian Malorn in points. Hayden Meadows, he pit under that caution, which is going to put him in 16th on the restart. He was plus 5, so that's kind of helping him, but not really. William Stone was plus 3. He is currently running 11th. And then Keegan Alsop Jr. was minus 3. He was involved in that very first crash. And he is running 31st DNF'd. So that helps a lot of people. Cynthia Bright was minus 17. She is running, I think I saw her, 41st DNF. Landon Fenway is taking the lead right now in that blue and black car. He was minus 19. And then David Cervantes, who is 27 points back in the 2, I believe, DNF. No, he's 23rd, though. So, is there a caution? Oh, there's not a caution. So basically what I'm saying is, if you came into this race on the on the right side of the bubble, there's a very good chance, even if you already wrecked out, that you will escape it on the right side of the bubble. So for guys like Damon Malorn and Chad Brennan, it is very tight right now. Chad Brennan, he holds his own destiny. He holds his own destiny. He's currently 23rd. He came in 7 points above Keegan Allsup Jr., who's out. So really, Landon Fenway is the only guy he has to worry about right now. And with him being 19 points back, he almost has to win this race if he wants to make it. Just because William Stone, Hayden Meadows, Chad Brennan, those guys are still running. Damon Malorn is the highest running driver not running. How about that CMS Racing 52 of Cody Parker, the rookie, in his second career, or I think second or third career Amateur Series start? How about that? William Stone's leading. He's taking destiny in his own hands. He was only +3 to the good. He missed Eldora because they didn't set a time. And this man could make the playoffs with only 14 races worth of points. Imagine if he would have ran all of them. He would very likely be clinched by now. Landon Fenway in the 79. Oh man, the 8 nearly dumping the 11 of Alice Flood. Before last week, Alice Flood was actually in the bubble tier. Like, she could have made the race still. The 83 of Servant Sarahan is a lap down still, so don't count him in third. Alright, now that we got the point stuff out of the way, let's just kind of focus. There's 2 of the bubble drivers. Or not bubble, yeah. Chad Brennan, 14th in points, +7. And remember, that +7 is over Keegan Allsup. Landon Fenway, +19. Realistically, Chad Brennan was +26. David Cervantes, on the other hand, was -27 of William Stone. William Stone right now running 9th, so he's going to need a miracle. Daniel Colt, your points leader, Kurt Hamilton, he was 18 points up over the 29. He ain't got to worry about much this race. Hayden Meadows was 5 to the good, but remember, that was over Keegan Allsup Jr., not Landon Fenway. Technically, he's +24. So there's Landon Fenway right now. He was running 5th last time by. Lap traffic kind of halting the leaders. Bart Kesey in the 39. Oof. Oh, the 98 nearly ripping the door off that 52. Alice Flood got hung up big time behind them. Luciana Reese, top 5 in points. Don't really got to worry about much this race. She's going to go out there and just perform like business like usual. So right now, the leader of this race is the 18 of Cullen Francis. JGR has been garbage this season in amateur. Kind of cool to see them go out the win. I don't think even with this win, the 18 will come close to the top 20 in points. They've just been too subpar this season. Not even really due to Cullen Francis, JGR's equipment. Stanley Winters, who does have a win this season, taking the lead. And how about the 36 of Caitlin Winters? And the DGM Chevy up inside the top 3. Matt Flood, William Stone top 5, Steve Love 6th, Rich Sweet 7th. JGR having a really solid day, man. He's getting passed by both the Everham cars like at once, but still, Robert Stone with a little bit of damage to that car. He's up, was up inside the top 10. Ugh. Lap 30 of 41. This race is going by very quickly. Cullen Francis battling it out for the lead. We saw a very good finish in the Premier Series race at Phoenix last week between Damian Stone and Evan Byrne. Last lap, there was 2 lead changes, some literal bumping and banging, and almost a photo finish. Like, it wasn't quite down to a photo finish, but they were side by side at the line. So if you didn't watch Phoenix, I would highly recommend just going to watch the race. It was a good race overall. A couple big crashes, a lot of championship implications, and an outstanding finish. Steve Love about a pit here. A couple cars, green flag pit stops commencing. This could be huge. Now, obviously, I don't have the live points available. Landon Fenway might have just sped on pit road, to be honest. I don't have live points available, but I feel like most of the drivers that came into this race on the green side of the bubble, not the red, the green, I feel like they will continue to be on the green next time, even those that have already DNF'd. It's just a matter of someone like Landon Fenway not being a miracle maker. If Landon Fenway wins, all that's out the window because a couple guys do have damage or are already out of the race. This is the last pit stop of the event. I don't really know who's gonna be the leader when they come out. Maggie Ford up here making some moves. Perry Allen nearly squeezing Hayden Meadows into the fence. Oh, and Servant Sarahan juking people. He almost broke the 31's ankles. Matt Flood pitting. I feel like he already... Oh, he didn't pit yet. So right now the 98 is going to be your leader. Don't even know where he is. Oh, there he is up there. And then McDonald's Dodge. Cullen Francis coming out of the pits now. The 98 will beat him. But there's William Stone. William might be able to do something. It's a McDonald's M&M's battle. William just couldn't get up to speed. Yeah, and Hayden Meadows will be your leader. Hayden Meadows got the win at Iowa earlier this season. Did I say caution? No. So right now, Hayden Meadows. Then you got William Stone, Paul Wright, Kurt Hamilton making the jump up into the top 5 late in the going. And I think Matt Flood's quickly going to be in 5th. Maggie Ford's going to quickly take that. Cullen Francis behind him as well. And a lot of these cars might be lapped. I don't know yet. Oh, Hayden Meadows is pitting. Had he not pit yet? Surely he did. Must be an issue with that 98 car. Kurt Hamilton trying to go back to back. He's already basically clinched the regular season title. Oh, the 14's a lap down. I'm stupid. Caution is out, and I'm getting some frame rate. Gosh darn it. What actually just happened? Dude, I don't even know what to say about this. Xavier Range went for a wild ride. Bafode Sacco came into this race 11th in points. This isn't really going to hurt his playoff hopes. But then, oh, Landon Finway. Oh, and Robert Stone just sent that 60 packing. Stanley Winters in as well as Ty Morrow. That right there basically secures it, unless I'm stupid, that all the drivers that came into this race in the green are going to continue to be there after this race is over in a handful of laps. Ty Morrow. Also, I want to quickly apologize. I wasn't paying attention to the scoreboard because everyone's coming out of the pits at the same time, so I assumed they were on the same lap. But somehow the 14 was a lap down, even though it looked like he was second. So I really don't know what's going on when we go back green, if we do. There's only 7 to go right now, so we should go back to green. Man, that 60 went for a wild, wild ride. Did anyone have a good view of that on board? Let's see. He hit the wall really hard. God, what a hit. No. We'll go back for the restart if there's one. Alright, as you can see, Ty Morrow, Stanley Winters, Landon Finway, Robert Stone, Xavier Rain, Bafode Sacco, and Joe Jefferson have all DNF'd. 15 cars remain on the lead lap technically, though William Stone is not the leader. He's in 7th. The leader is actually Paul Wright in the 5. Right there. Then you have the 98. Hayden Meadows now in 3rd. So Daniel Colt and Paul Wright are running 1-2. They finished 1-2 at the Daytona race to start the season, I believe. Way back in like July. So, Paul Wright hasn't won since the season opener at Daytona. Can he start and finish the regular season with a W? Here he is, 1 lap to go here at Chicagoland. But he's got to be in some thick traffic, and Daniel Colt and Hayden Meadows are coming. Daniel Colt's no stranger to victory lane in the amateur series, even though it's been a while. However, if he's going to get up there, these guys in front of him aren't even like slow. They're just got caught a lot down because of pit cycles. So Paul Wright here, turns 3 and 4. Oh man, he might get held up. He's not. Paul Wright is going to win it at Chicagoland. In a very anticlimactic finish, he does win it. But these guys back here are still racing. This is for the battle for 7th. A lot on the line here between these boys. Cody Parker might get CMS, what, their 2nd top 10 in amateur? Coming to the finish, Luciana Reese will finish the best of the rest in P7. And Cody Parker will do it. He will finish 9th. I apologize here, my dog. He will finish P9. So let's take a look. Let's go back, look at your official results. What a weird finish. Alright, Paul Wright, there is your winning photo. Let's take a look at who had the fast lap. It is Luciana Reese, so a very important playoff point for her. So, let's go take a look at your official results. You can see Paul Wright with the win. Then you have Daniel Colt, Hayden Meadows, Kurt Hamilton, and Maggie Ford with a good top 5 for Acres Racing. Then you have Chad Brennan. He needed that with that damage. Luciana Reese, Alice Flood, Cody Parker, and Richard Sweet. Notable is you have Caitlin Winters with a good finish for DGM. Then you have Matt Flood, Steve Love, William Stone, Cullen Francis, David Cervantes, Joseph Gibson, Jack Marks, Perry Allen, Service Hand, Bart Kesey. 21 cars finished this race, a bunch of DNFs, but it wasn't really a wreck fest, like you'd assume. Yeah, I apologize. I don't even apologize. I didn't really spend much time focused on the race because there's such a tight points battle, and that was more interesting to me at the time. Honestly, it was still a fun race, a good race, a lot of good lead changes. It was like a miniature Atlanta, which is always fun. But the points are what's interesting to me. That's why I do an offline league, not just offline races. So, if you don't like it, I apologize. No one watches BORA watches BORA anymore anyways, so let's be real here. So, that was the race starting this weekend, or early next week. Will be the playoffs. You guys know how it works by now. I've explained it so much this season. Thank you guys so much for watching. Major congrats to Paul Wright. And as always, I'll see you guys next time. Later.
He said, boy, can you make fans stand and scream your name? Have you hit him in the ass, never let off the gas till you rode into victory lane? He said, boy, do you know how it feels when you're running 3 wide?